All right, everybody, happy St. Patrick's Day and a happy Friday. It is pool day. I'm gonna still keep it simple, clean. Back is still feeling about the same. It still slightly hurts, but it still feels a lot better than when I first heard it. So, we're gonna do everything that we possibly can. Let's go ahead inside and let's get a good pool day. Right, we are back with another video, and this was supposed to be out yesterday, but I was super busy and I didn't have the time to do the voiceovers and finish up the editing. But it is going up today, starting off pull day with the plate loaded row machine, 3 sets of 12, moving into pull-ups, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. And this is the first time that I've done 3 in a row, just straight back to back, but making sure that the rest of my reps were semi-decent and making sure that I'm putting emphasis on my lats. Moving into an ISO plate loaded row machine, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps, and substituting T-bar rows and single arm dumbbell rows. Kind of for this machine, it does about the same thing as I would normally do with those exercises, but taking off as much strain off of my lower back as possible. Moving into an underhanded lat pull down plate loaded machine, 2 plates on each side. I don't really go over 2 plates just because this isn't really meant for me to go super heavy. Just make sure that my full range of motion is there. Moving into low rows on the cable machine, 3 sets of 15 reps at about 100 pounds, making sure to pull forward and squeeze, and then use the long handles, like I always say, to break past even on the chest threshold, instead of kind of just hitting your chest with the low row attachment. I do end up taking kind of a break in between reps, and also the strain isn't too bad on my lower back while doing these. Then moving into this curl machine, I kind of wanted to switch it up from dumbbells. So I do single arm for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, I believe, somewhere in there. And then I end up on each arm and then end up doing both arms at the same time, kind of a small little superset, again for 3 sets of 10. After that, moving into reverse grip easy bar curls, 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps, and I'm using the curl bar that you're able to adjust. I have a 10 on each side, and I typically don't go too heavy on my brachialis workouts, and not as heavy as I typically would go with my biceps, and even then I'm trying to move away from going super heavy.
Wow.
But after we finish those easy bar curls, superset with hammer curls, 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps, and I believe these are 35-pound dumbbells, and I'm just trying to get that brachialis as tired as I possibly can. And then finishing off pull day with a preacher curl machine, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, going up in weight and down in reps, and then we got to finish out the day with some cardio. All right, y'all, so pull day success again. The lower back is really healing exactly how I want it to. Yeah, so pull day's over, off to work. So I will see you guys in push day tomorrow. It is push day, guys. So, it's Saturday. It's kind of crazy that it's already almost 2 weeks after the injury. I feel great. I ended up canceling my chiropractor appointment yesterday, just because, I got paid yesterday, but, I had to pay a bunch of bills and save, so I didn't really have the money to. And, if I wasn't in a situation where I didn't feel great, then I definitely would have just stuck with a chiropractor appointment. But I'm going to reschedule that for the next couple weeks. And then I do have one already set up for the day before we leave out to Houston. So, it's going to be fun. Let's go inside, hit some good weight, and, train. Later. All right, y'all. So we're back with another push day, chest, triceps, and shoulders. Ooh, all right, starting off push day with bench press as always, doing a simple 5x5, 225 is our starting set. Knees up, feet on the bench, no wraps, no nothing, just raw. Moving into 250 pounds, which is going to be our second set. Top set is 275, going back down to 250, and then back down to 225. So just a small pyramid 5x5, very simple. I do like to use chalk in order to help my grip, just because I'm a sweaty person by nature and my hands do get pretty clammy and I don't need the weight slipping out. So chalk is always a really good accessory to have on you. And then I can't really do 275 too well for reps in a row, but I will get there as time goes on. Moving on to incline bench press, 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, starting off with a couple pause reps. And I do need to work on just the pause reps throughout the rest of my workout, but it'll get there as time goes on, like I said before. And I had to kind of substitute this for my incline dumbbell bench, which I really like a lot more, but it's just a matter of getting the 80, 90, and 100-pound dumbbells up because of my back. That's the other issue.
Your Honor, my client was simply in goblin mode. He should be acquitted of all of his charges. This is true, because I was the goblin.
All right, so moving on to a shoulder press machine, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps, moving up in weight and down in reps. And if any of that seemed random, if it's your first time here, I do also appreciate you for checking out the channel. I kind of put the clips in order of how they occurred at the gym, so that happened right before this. So, it's going to break in between the audio sometimes, but it is what it is. Moving on to shoulder side laterals on the cable machine, 3 sets of 8 on each arm. I do like to use the wrist wraps on here just because as I go up in weight, the low row attachment tends to press into my wrist bone, and it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. And then moving on to pec fly, 3 sets of 15 reps. And I do enjoy grabbing the outside of the machine just because I'm a bigger guy and I feel less constricted instead of grabbing the handles on the machine. I do also like to keep the reps the same, but go up in weight. So let's say I'm starting off at 130 pounds, moving up to 140 and then up to 160, just keeping the reps the same. It'll tire out the entire chest muscle. And then supersetting, going straight into the rear delt fly. 3 sets of 15 as well. And I typically do go up in weight on this, but I don't go as heavy as I do for the pec fly. So I'll start off at around 100 pounds, go to 115, and then up to 130 just to tire out the rest of that rear delt and get a really good superset. Next up after rear delt flies is tricep pushdowns with a V-bar attachment, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. And I'll start off with 80 pounds, move up to 87, and then down to 95, which is the entire stack. And you'll see that I go down, midway, then up, and then midway, and then down. And it's just going to overload your entire tricep, give you a lot more power on all of your other lifts, and it's just overall recommended. Toasty! And finally, we move on to the last workout of push day, and it's overhead tricep extension, 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps, just finishing off the rest of the tricep, getting a good stretch on the long head, and, finishing off strong.
Give me Trent.
All right, so push was very successful. No sauna today. I'm going to do cardio out and about. I'm going to be walking for about 3 hours since it's Slowpoke Community Day. But yeah, great push day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for leg day. All right, everyone, it is leg day, and it is officially 2 weeks post-injury. I'm feeling great. I'm gonna probably do the hack squat again. Definitely gonna deadlift, and then accessories, kind of see where I'm at. But we're gonna make it a great leg day. So let's go inside, and I will see you guys in the voiceover. Look at this. He's only doing 225. Fucking pussy.
Liar. You know what you saw when you walked in.
I saw lies. And now we're at the end of our 3-day split with leg day. Starting off leg day with hack squat, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps, I believe. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. Like I said before, making sure my legs are working, the muscle and the strength is still there. And just taking off as much strain from my lower back as possible. I start off with 2 plates, and I do get a lot more ballsy today. Going up with a little more weight. I still have my belt on, and here it is. There's 3 plates. I was just kind of experimenting around with it. I didn't want to hurt myself, but I go down about as far as I can without any pain. I am definitely going to keep implementing higher weight, and then maybe even go back to barbell squats. I'm not 100% sure yet, but just as long as I'm as healthy as I possibly can be for competition, that's the most important part, because deadlifts. And then here is deadlifts, starting off with 2 plates. I do a 5x5 for as much as I possibly can. I don't really have a set amount of weight that I need to get up to, except for 405 is my starting weight at comp. But 365 is kind of the monster to beat at the moment. Here we are going up to 275. I do that for 5 reps as well, and then move up to 315. And on this day specifically, I didn't really have a whole lot of pain, but it would be very sharp suddenly once I would go up with this higher weight. Here's 315, and I'm only able to do this a couple times today, especially because the pain just came out of nowhere and it was very sudden. The accessories, you know, a lot of supersets, just so I can make sure to work those hamstrings, quads, calves as much as possible in order to make sure that the strength is still there, even if I can't train it by conventional means. But I do 3 sets of 10 on each leg here, and then 3 sets of 10 with the double legs. Make sure my toes are pointed, and make sure I get as good of a pump on my hamstrings as possible. So I end up doing 90 reps in total on this, complete all the way through. Moving on to the next workout is leg extension. Same thing, 3 sets of 10 on each leg, and then 3 sets of 10 singly, so equating to another 90 reps total. You know, this is still probably the biggest gap for me to overcome, because every time my legs go up in this position, there's a slight pain going down my lower back. It's going away as time goes on, you know, but it's just still very frustrating, and I just want to be back to normal, but I got to make do with what I got. And then moving on to calf extension, finishing off the leg portion of today's workout. 3 sets of 10 on each leg, and then 3 sets of 10 with both legs. Again, just working those muscles as much as I possibly can. I will say that this and leg extensions are the 2 workouts that hurt my lower back the most. Not 100% sure why, and I think it's just because of my hip flexor, and I think whatever it may be. And then moving on to a new implemented part I want to start implementing is the low back extension, just kind of making sure to work that lower back and the glutes just to strengthen them up as much as I possibly can. We just finished up legs.
Here, use my lavalier mic.
Great. No, I don't want to use the mic.
But, hey God, me again.
All right, so apparently the mic has been placed on. Do it. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Finished up leg day. What would you hit on deadlifts?
I did 405 for 3, not consecutively. Watch, the mic's not going to pick it up. Some guy just went vroom. Bet you didn't even hear it. Yeah, my callus have been giving me trouble. Be on the lookout for my content. And then I'm getting this guy an intro too. More streamlined, more form-fitted. I'm very proud of him because he came back from hell, but I made a deal with the devil. So, you know, if you guys never see me again, you know why.
That'll do it for today. Thank you guys so much for...
Let us know in the comments your favorite leg day exercise. And will Ombre hit 5 plates of deadlift for dudes?
For my last power competition ever?
Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, this is his last power competition.
We'll see. I'll see you guys next week for another power prep. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys in the next one.
Smash that like button. Go ahead and drop a sub.
Later.